Alrighty, let's switch over to Josh Allen's matchup this week against the Chiefs. So here it is, our next matchup, Chiefs-Browns. What do we got in this one? We're going to watch the Chiefs' second quarter field goal drive, and then we're going to shout out the Browns a little bit, watching their last drive, their last touchdown drive, and their last drive. We'll kind of pick apart their last drive a little bit because I really did not like it, but I did like what Baker Mayfield did on their last touchdown drive. So we're going to cover all of that. So here we go. We are going to queue up these field goal drives once again. Why are these drives stalling for the Chiefs? I mean, the Browns defense actually played really well. If you look at what they held the Chiefs to, yeah, they got, 2 touchdowns early, but then they really started to lock up, forcing a field goal, another field goal, missing a field goal, another field goal, the interception. So everything besides those first 2 drives were basically field goal attempts by the Chiefs, and that allowed the Browns to be competitive in this game, only losing by 5 and not getting absolutely blown out. And, Patrick Mahomes didn't even go down until like midway, like 5 minutes left in the third quarter. So he did play the most of the bulk of this game. He was still kind of the reason. He was still out there when they were forcing field goals in the second quarter, in the start of the third quarter. So I don't want to hear that, the Chiefs or the Browns only didn't get blown out because Patrick Mahomes went down. No, the Chiefs started to lock up defensively even when Patrick Mahomes was out there. So I want to try and dispel that narrative a little bit here. So let's see why these drives stalled here by the Chiefs, and then we'll move on to the Browns, Bo. So queuing up these 2 second quarter field goal drives. Start here at 9:38 in the second quarter. And see why, just like we did with the Bills, why did these drives stall? It wasn't because of Josh Allen, just kind of some unfortunate play calling. So we'll see what happens with the Chiefs here. Was it because of Patrick Mahomes or just unfortunate play calling? Alrighty, here we go. So second quarter, 9:38. Chiefs already up 13-3, starting on their own 15-yard line. They're going to start with the run as well. Nice little 4-yard pickup there. Pretty good. Alrighty, 2nd and 6, Patty Mahomes. What do we got? This one's a little bit of a longer drive as well, a little 14 play, so expect a lot of dink and dunk, a lot of running. And this is what we get, just a nice little 6-yard pickup there to Tyreek Hill, picking up the first down, getting more downs, getting more plays. That's how you score the ball. 1st and 10 after picking up the first down. I mean, this is just too simple, folks. Pitch and catch. First, it was Patrick Mahomes to Tyreek Hill on that last play. Now it's easy pitch and catch. Patrick Mahomes to Travis Kelce here for like 15 yards. No problem. We can watch Patrick Mahomes escape the pressure a little bit here. Not even too much pressure. He just decides to run out to the right because he can. because he can. So absolutely magnificent here by Patrick Mahomes. Alrighty, 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line. Patrick Mahomes just slinging it out. And once again, just these quick, out of your hands quickly within like less than a second and a half. And it picks up 7 yards because that's what the Chiefs are. They're speedy, they're athletic, they're agile, they are quick. That's why, it took the Browns a little bit to kind of figure out the defense or figure out the offense a little bit, figure out how to stop it. Here it is. They're back to the running game. It picks up 10 yards. Easy. Alrighty, back to the running game again, and it's again too easy. 6-yard pickup. We get a flag here, holding on Kansas City, so it backs them up a little bit. Alrighty, 1st and 18. Now we get to see the Chiefs kind of overcome this, or maybe they don't. That's why the field goals or the drive stalls. They're at the 50-yard line. Patrick Mahomes tries to get it out quickly, and it's incomplete, so 2nd and 18. Back to 2nd and 18. Patrick Mahomes, a nice little flip there to Tyreek Hill. And then yards after the catch, only picks up about 2 yards, but makes it a 3rd and manageable. A flag. Oh, the Chiefs are getting beefed here on this drive. Another flag going against them, making it 2nd and 23. Oh, my goodness. Can they overcome it? Patrick Mahomes dropping back. Fires it right over the middle, back to Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill. And it picks up a ton of yards. Now it's going to be 3rd and 6. 3rd and 8. Here we go. Let's see if Patrick Mahomes can pick this bad boy up. Drops back to pass. Clean time to throw. Escapes the pocket and just decides to run with it and picks up 10 yards, 11 yards. Too easy. You still got to respect the run a little bit. And this is where he comes up hobbling a little bit. Like we said at the top of the show, dealing with the concussion and the foot injury. And we are kind of seeing it here late second quarter. Alrighty, back to the pass. Browns try to undercut it. Just falls incomplete. Little short anyway. Wouldn't have been caught. Already 2nd and 10. Patrick Mahomes trying to fire the deep ball, and it's overthrown again. A little bit, underthrown the first play on the last play. Overthrown on this play is the foot injury getting to him. Not able to kind of set his feet good. 3rd and 10. Here we go. I mean, we just had 2 straight passes by Patrick Mahomes. Couldn't pick it up. They take a timeout. All right, back to 3rd and 10 after the timeout. Patrick Mahomes getting pressure, dinks it down, and the Browns play it absolutely perfectly. So that's why the drive stalls. Short pass by Patrick Mahomes, long throw by Patrick Mahomes. Try to set up the screen, and the Browns sniff it out to perfection. So unfortunate that the drive stalls there. A little bit on Patrick Mahomes, a little bit. Passing plays that he couldn't, pick up. All right, so let's go to the very next drive that they had. 9 plays, 70 yards, and once again, this one ends up with a field goal as well. So let's set this one up. What is it? 1:34 left in the second quarter. All righty, here we go. 1:34. Patrick Mahomes starting on his own 20-yard line. Once again, just kind of flips it over the middle. Easy. It's up-tempo. They're trying to get something before the end of halves. Going towards the sideline. Browns just kind of keeping everything in front of them, allowing the dink and dunk a little bit. And that's what they've been doing here these last 2 plays. So they got out of bounds, stops the clock. So now we get Chiefs on the 36-yard line looking to drive. Patrick Mahomes getting pressured and just tries to dump it off to Tyreek Hill for about 2 yards, but he can't handle the ball, unfortunately. All right, off the incompletion, 2nd and 10. Once again, a nice little dink off, only for 2 yards, and the Browns play it absolutely perfectly, just allowing everything underneath. Chiefs are going up-tempo again. It's 3rd and 7. Let's see them pick this bad boy up again. And woo! A ball thrown over the middle to who else but Tyreek Hill, folks. This man is super great, folks. I'm telling you, he's in my easy top 3 of wide receivers, and I would make the argument that he is the best wide receiver in the league, folks. So the Chiefs pick up the first down. They take a timeout. Now only 30 seconds left. They just crossed midfield. You can never, if there's 1 second on the clock, the Chiefs, that's still too much time for them. Empty backfield. Steps up in the pocket. Browns have a quarterback spy on them, but they leave Travis Kelce wide open, and Patrick Mahomes just makes an absolutely beautiful throw, trying to get up to the line of scrimmage to clock it. They do. 14 seconds left on the 25-yard line of the Browns. This is why the drive's probably going to stall here. There's just not enough time. They get one play. Tyreek Hill, dump it down. They get 10 yards, 15 yards down to the 10. But, now you got to take the timeout and just settle for the field goal. So that's why the drive stalled there. They just kind of ran out of time. So we get one drive stall by kind of Patrick Mahomes missing a couple of throws, and then they stall on this drive because of the just running out of time before half. So once again, not too concerning by Patrick Mahomes and this Chiefs team. We know what this Chiefs team is and what they can do. They're explosive. They're good. It's Patrick Mahomes. It's Tyreek Hill. It's Travis Kelce. You can't cover all 3 of them. If you cover the 2 wide receivers, Patrick Mahomes is just going to run on you and pick up 5-7 yards. If you cover one wide receiver, he goes to the other. If you cover Patrick Mahomes, you can only probably cover one of those wide receivers because Tyreek Hill is too quick and Travis Kelce's just too big. So you got big, you got quick, you got speed, you got shiftiness, you got the arm power. It's just too much to defend. And the Browns, they tried their best, and they still couldn't do it. So let's watch this last touchdown drive by the Browns. They go for it, I believe, a lot here on 4th down. So we can see a lot of clutchness by Baker Mayfield on what he can do. And then we'll watch their final drive and just, I didn't really get it. So here we go. Let's cue this up. 4:24 left in the third quarter. And we'll watch the Browns now. Because I've been seeing a lot of Baker Mayfield slander. And I don't think it's deserved. So here we go. This is for you, Baker. So hopefully Baker's watching, get his confidence up a little bit. So here it is. First play, starting on their own 25-yard line, trying to do something with it. Nothing open, just throws it away. Living for another down. He doesn't commit to turnovers. He did have one turnover this game, but we kind of explained it away. Alrighty, Baker Mayfield hands it off. And it picks up about 7 yards, making it 3rd and 4. 6 yards. Here we go. Baker Mayfield. Let's see him try to pick up this 3rd and 4. Tight throw there. Once again, it's a little bit shorter than the first down. So not the greatest, but it brings up 4th and 1, 4th and short. So now you got options to kind of go for it. So don't love the pass that Baker Mayfield went for here, but the accuracy on this one, I mean, look at this defender. He is all over this receiver, the tight end, and Baker Mayfield puts it absolutely right on the money because Tyrann Mathieu could have had another pick here because of how well of a defender Tyrann Mathieu is, but the way that Baker Mayfield threw this ball and the ball placement, the accuracy of this ball makes it so it's not a chance of getting picked. I mean, that's real good. Don't like the decision throwing it there. Maybe that was the only thing open. We're not going to take it in the coach's film. It's the Browns. They're not playing next week, so we don't really need to go that in depth into this. All right, so here we go. 4th and 1. Let's see what they do here. 4th and 1, they hand it off, and, they got great running backs, so obviously, yes, trust them a little bit. And it's kind of interesting that they didn't even trust Baker Mayfield with a quarterback sneak because we've seen Baker Mayfield fumble twice this season on QB sneaks. Not good at all. That's not trustworthy. So they pick up the first down there on 4th and 1, come back to Baker Mayfield with the play action. Once again, just kind of throws it away. Tight coverage here by the Chiefs. Nothing too wide open for Baker Mayfield. Comes back once again, just a nice little crossing route by Jarvis Landry. Baker Mayfield picks it up, continuing the drive. 3rd and 4 now. Baker Mayfield once again back to pass. And once again, another great pass here. The accuracy, I think it picks up about 10, 15 yards maybe. Let's see if they show a replay. Looks like they did. So here it is. Oh, we'll get a great angle here. Just watch the accuracy that Baker Mayfield is throwing the ball with. It's just a nice little route over the middle, and it's right on the money. It's right on the money. So fantastic. On stride, allows the yards after the catch. Great pass there by Baker Mayfield. Alrighty, 1st and 10, they're back to the ground game because, you have to keep running the game. Those are two great running backs, Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb. It's a main reason why the Browns are having success here. And you're only down 12 points with an entire quarter to go, so you don't really need to rush anything. They try to run it to the right this time, really only picked up 1 yard. They're daring Baker Mayfield to throw, and, when you dare him to throw, he makes some good decisions sometimes. Not all the times, but, definitely this season he's been a lot better than what he's been. And that's what we want to see, getting better every single year. That's what you want to see. So 3rd and 3, once again, going to your tight end, your main weapon. And the ball's a little bit high here, but it still got there, and it still picked up enough for the first down. So once again, living for another set of downs. That was 3rd down. They pick it up. Perfect. Back to the running game, Kareem Hunt for 9 big ol' yards. Alrighty, then we get 1st and 10. Now Baker Mayfield in the red zone. Huge zone here. We saw Lamar Jackson throw a pick. Don't want to see Baker Mayfield turn the ball over here. They're back to the run. 2nd and 6. Alrighty, here we go. Hopefully we get a Baker Mayfield passing touchdown. I don't really remember how this drive ends, but here it is. Baker Mayfield, and all right. There's a lot going on in this play. Tyrann Mathieu almost had a pick here. Baker Mayfield is throwing just a comeback route. He's just having anticipation that the receiver is going to turn around. Absolutely beautifully thrown, exactly where it has to be. It's just Jarvis Landry couldn't corral the ball. A little bit low and underneath, so not the best accuracy, so let's take that back. It wasn't the best accuracy. It was decent accuracy, but, decent accuracy almost gets you picked off, and that almost happened there. So a little bit of fault on the quarterback, a little fault on the receiver. Luckily for both of them, it falls incomplete. Alrighty, 3rd and 6. There it is. Nice throw to Jarvis Landry. Only picks up about 4 yards, though, so they are going to have to go for it on 4th and 2. And I don't want to put a lot of blame on, this dink and dunk that Baker Mayfield is throwing, because that's kind of what Kevin Stefanski is scheming open. There is no real deep shot. It's a lot of dink and dunk. It's a lot of quick, just runs out of the backfield, kind of simple. So another big red flag is maybe Kevin Stefanski is not as good of a play caller as of what we're being told that he is. I mean, the Baker Mayfield had no problem against that Steelers defense catching the ball, and let's pause that side thought for a second, because this is an absolutely beauty of a ball. 4th and 2, Baker Mayfield getting pressured, just goes over the middle, and I mean, you cannot throw this ball any more perfectly. It's so out in front that the receiver has a tough time catching it, but it had to be there because of how tight the defender was on the wide receiver. So give it up. A beautiful ball thrown by Baker Mayfield in an even better, or I don't want to say a better catch, a great catch, because the ball, it had to be in that position. If it's a little more inside, it's broken up. If it's even a tad more outside, it's incomplete. It's outstretched of the hands. But Baker Mayfield puts it in the sweet zone on 4th down, 4th and 2 in the red zone. Huge play there. Loved it. But back to the side thought of maybe Kevin Stefanski is not a great play caller. We saw the Browns put up a lot of points, and granted, it was a lot of defense, doing it last week against the Steelers, but we see a lot of dink and dunk here. Trust Baker Mayfield, trust your weapons, and I don't think Kevin Stefanski did it very well here this game. So not the greatest. Back to the pass to Austin Hooper, magnificent. We saw it in slow motion. I mean, folks, that's exactly where the ball had to be placed. Beautiful. Alrighty, they ran it on 1st and goal. Now they're back to 2nd and goal, and Baker Mayfield tries to hit a nice little one-on-one matchup. It's good throw. It's a good throw, but the receiver didn't look like he got his head around in time. No chance at a pick on this ball either, which is another pretty good green flag. Alrighty, 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do. Who do they trust the most here? Well, they trust Kareem Hunt, and I would too. I would definitely too. So, very nice drive here. Some clutch throws by Baker Mayfield, just taking what Kevin Stefanski gave him in the plays, taking what the defense gave him on the dink and dunk, just kind of some shallow crosses. So nothing too big, too major, but still pretty clutch when he needed it to be. So I'll give the man credit. Alrighty, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna watch? Yeah, let's watch this last drive. It's only 7 plays, 12 yards, so we can quickly go through it. So, I mean, after that touchdown, the Browns make it 22-17. They pick off Chad Henne. Now this is your time. 5-point game, 8 minutes left. Go and win it, baby. Go win the game. But let's see kind of some questionable play calling, maybe. Let's see the plays, what Baker Mayfield's doing. Let's break it all down. Let's see what happened. Alrighty, so 8 minutes left here. Here we go, starting on their own 20-yard line, nothing big. Baker Mayfield drops back to pass on 1st down, just swinging it out to Nick Chubb. Picks up about 5 yards. 4 yards officially. Back to the running game again. Gets nothing, not the greatest. So now we're looking at 3rd and 6. Let's see what they call. Baker Mayfield just dumps it off, and once again, it's like 5 yards short of the first down. It's just like, I'm not going to place all of it on Baker Mayfield because this play calling, it's so much underneath and quickly getting the ball out of your hands, and I get it, but this isn't the time to do it on 3rd and 6. They're lucky. Who is this? Rashad Higgins. He's lucky that he was able to get, 4 yards out of it because, of a broken tackle, and he doesn't even pick up the first down. Now we're looking at 4th and 1. Let's see what they do here. They handed it off last time. Baker Mayfield, QB sneak, and he doesn't fumble the ball. Absolutely huge there. So picks up another fresh set of downs. Let's see what they do. They take a timeout. Let's see what the play they call after a timeout. It's just a run that gets -2 yards. I think we have to start, looking at Kevin Stefanski, because I really do not like the play calling down here. I like the play calling last week when Baker Mayfield was slinging the ball down the field. I loved it. He was hitting. He can hit. The man is accurate. Does he make some mistakes? Yes, sometimes, but he's really cleaned it up from the last 2 seasons to this season. So, got to start trusting your quarterbacks a little bit more. Now we get 2nd and 11. Let's see what we get here. Once again, a set-up screen, and the defense plays it beautifully. So a lot of trick plays, a lot of dink and dunk, a lot of short crosses. You're not extending the defense. I mean, your run game is the best part of this game. And to open up the run game, you got to extend the defense so the box is not stacked. I mean, what do we talk? I mean, Kevin Stefanski, call me. I can help you. I can help you out a little bit on the play calling. 3rd and 11. Let's see what they do here. There's only 4 minutes left, and they got 1 timeout. So this has got to be 2 plays to pick up 11 yards. That's how I would play it. And once again, it's just dinking it off to Kareem Hunt. We have to, the pressure's getting there. We got to take this one in the coach's film because is he just not trusting his downfield receivers? Is he not trusting it? Because you can't be dumping it off here. I get that you want to get your best receivers out in space quickly, but you got to try to extend the ball down the field at some point. The pressure gets to them. There's nothing open. All these routes are taking too much time to develop, and he has to get rid of the ball. And it only picks up like 1 yard at best, 2 yards. Unfortunate. And then they punt it on 4th and 9. They've been going for it on 4th down so many times. You're not going to have another chance at this ball. So I don't understand the aggressiveness of Kevin Stefanski, but then choosing to punt at this time. So let's say you go for it here. Let's set up the scene here again. So they're going to punt it from their own 32-yard line. It's 17-22 with 4 minutes left. If you punt the ball, you may not get it back because you only have 1 timeout. So if they pick up first down after first down, like 2 first downs, the game is pretty much over. 3 first downs, we should say. The game's pretty much over, and it's hard to stop this Chiefs team. You're letting them get all the way down to the red zone. Now you're bending and not breaking at the red zone by forcing field goals, which is good, but you're letting them get into field goal territory. So 4th and 9, I take the shot here. You don't pick it up. You can still allow a field goal and still a 1-possession game. And with 4 minutes left on your own 31-yard line, the Chiefs have no way to run out the clock and bleed the clock. They'll run out of field before they bleed out the clock. So I think you still got to be aggressive here. I don't understand all the other aggressiveness and not this one. It's just a bad play calling, especially if you wanted to pick it up on 2 downs on 3rd and 11. Do something that picked up 5-6 yards, and now you got a more manageable 4th down. But the Kevin Stefanski play calling here was not great, and I didn't like it. And Baker Mayfield, I don't know if it was him just not airing it out downfield. The one that we just watched, it was literally nothing open. So got to scheme some better plays. And that's what Kevin Stefanski didn't do. So I'm a little disappointed in Kevin Stefanski. And we are going to have to kind of look at him next season because I think Baker Mayfield played fine in the playoffs. I liked it. He played game manager. Yes, the 1 interception in this game, is definitely unacceptable. I understand it. But the defense bailed him out by not giving up any points. So I guess we can kind of sweep it under the rug. And then he came back with a touchdown to kind of cancel it out. So that's what we have from the Browns. Not in love with the play calling. I think the Browns really should have won the game. They had every single opportunity, and I think the play calling got into the way a little bit.